Hello students, in today's class we are going to talk about the next marketing philosophies or concepts of marketing. So the fifth one is the marketing concept. This concept is also called as customer oriented concept because as per this concept the product will be produced as per the requirement or as per the needs of the customer. And hence this concept is all about learning as much as you can about your customers and only then creating a product that you know they are in need. Out of all the marketing philosophies which we have learned till now, this one is probably used the most in marketing nowadays. And this is because we all of us know that it is very hard to sell anything in the market without knowing who is your target audience or target market really well and appealing to them for selling your goods and services. And maybe because of this reason, organizations are following this marketing concept. The marketing concept was emerged in the mid of 1950s. This concept says that instead of a product centered, that is make and sell philosophy, business shifted to a customer centered, that is sense and response philosophy. That is, the other philosophies such as exchange, then comes production, product, selling. So all these philosophies work on make and sell philosophy, or they focus on product centered. That is, first they used to make the product and then putting their all efforts selling those products to the customers. But as per the marketing concept, they have shifted from product centered to the customer centered, where first they sense what the customers are in need and then they respond in the form of goods and services which can fulfill the needs of the customer. So this sense and response philosophy will be followed in the marketing concept, where they understand or identify what are the needs and wants of the customers and then they come up with the goods and services which can satisfy those needs and wants. The organizations following marketing concept assumes that if they want to achieve the organization goals, they have to be very effective than their competitors in creating, delivering, and communicating superior customer value to customers in the target markets. And for that, they conduct many market researches to know what are the needs and wants of the customers and making sure that coming up with the goods and services which can fulfill the needs and wants of the customers than the competitors. And in this way the business organizations establishes a relationship with the customers and which help them to generate a good profit in the long run, because we all of us know that if the organizations wanted to survive in a market for a longer period of time, first they have to satisfy the customers, and to satisfy the customer they have to identify what are the needs of the customers and making sure that coming with the goods and services which can fulfill those needs and wants of the customers. However, this is not the only philosophy that should be followed by all the business organizations. There are other philosophies which many business organizations follow and they earn the profit. It is totally depends on the demand, supply and needs of the parties involved. The examples of marketing philosophy are or marketing concept are the companies in perfect competition. The companies who are in perfect competition, they follow the marketing philosophies, and the companies who wanted to stay in the market for a long time, they follow the marketing philosophies. The important features or the attributes of marketing concept are: marketing concept focus on the customer and his needs. So this concept focus more on customer's requirement and his needs and making sure that fulfilling those needs of the customers. The next feature is integrated management with marketing as a pivot. So this concept believes in integrated management with marketing activities to achieve the organization goals. The next attribute of the marketing concept is emphasize on consumer satisfaction. So this attribute give importance on consumer satisfaction. And the last feature is delivering value to the customer is the fundamental purpose of marketing. So as per this concept, so the fundamental purpose of marketing is delivering value to the customer as per his requirement or as per customer's requirement is the fundamental purpose of marketing. Okay, so in short, marketing concept is all about identifying the needs of the customers and making sure that producing the goods and services as per the his needs and requirements which can fulfill his needs or which can satisfy the customer. The next concept is holistic marketing concept. Holistic marketing considers a business and all its parts, and it sees a business as one entity, which means that as per this concept, all the activities or the parts of the business organization is considered as one entire entity, and as a result it gives a shared aim and purpose for all the activities within a business organization. And all the activities related to the business organization will have the same purpose or will have the shared aim or the shared purpose by which to achieve that aim. They have to work collectively, they have to work together for achieving that goal or for achieving those objectives. The holistic marketing concept is based on the development, design, and implementation of marketing programs, processes, and activities that recognizes this their breadth and interdependencies. That is, there are so many, as I said, activities involved in the business organizations. So this holistic market considered all the activities of the business organization or the uh, as per this approach, the business with the different departments comes together, and as a result departments can collaborate in interconnected connected marketing activities by which they can create or they can achieve the organization goal. So holistic marketing concept recognizes that everything matters. So only producing good is not everything. You cannot become successful only producing the good goods, okay, or the producing the good quality goods. You have to make sure that all the activities in the organization also will perform together in collective manner by which this will support you in marketing your product or in doing the marketing activities of your organization. So that is why holistic marketing recognizes everything matters in marketing and that a broad integrated perspective is often necessary. There are various components in the holistic marketing concept which will work together or which will consider that all these activities should perform collectively by which the marketing activities will be done smoothly or the organization can achieve their goal. The components of the marketing concept are, or the holistic marketing concept are, first one is relationship marketing, second one is integrated marketing, third one is internal marketing, fourth one is societal marketing, fifth one is performance marketing. So now let's understand one by one all these marketing. So the first one is relationship marketing. So this relationship marketing speaks about the organizations has to maintain a good relationship with the customers, with the employees, with the marketing channels, with the financial communities. Because if they all these constituents supports to business organization, then business organization can perform their activities in a smooth way or in a proper way by which they can achieve their goal. Okay, See here, relationship marketing aims to build mutually satisfying long term relationships with key constituents in order to earn and retain their business. If you want to earn the profit and retain your business for a long period of time, you have to maintain, or as a business organization, you have to maintain good relationship with key constituents. So which are those key constituents? The key constituents for the relationship marketing are customers, because being a in marketing activities you should know what role the customer plays in the success of business organization. Then comes employees, marketing partners, which includes suppliers, distributors, dealers or agencies. Then comes member of the financial community, that is shareholders, financial institutions, investors, analyst. Okay, so organizations has to build a good relationship all with all these constituent, the key constituents of the organization. And to develop a strong relationship with these constituents, the organization require, or the marketer required, an understanding of their capability, what is the capability of each constituent and how it will affect to your activity or performance. Then resources, what are the resources they are providing to your marketing activities, their needs, goals and desires. If you understand this will help you to build a good relationship in the with these constituents, and this will play a vital role in the success of marketing activities. So even you have to focus on building the marketing network, and you can build the marketing network with the help of this relationship marketing. Okay, so this is the first component in holistic marketing. Second one is integrated marketing. So integrated marketing speaks about, suppose for example, if you want to make an advertisement, so you have like various option. You can give the advertisement in newspaper, on television, on radio, or in social media, or in other platforms you can give. So all these activities should be performed together, all the efforts should perform together, is nothing but what? Integrated task or integrated marketing. The marketer's task is to devise marketing activities and assemble fully integrated marketing programs to create, communicate, and deliver value for consumers. Marketing activities come in all forms, okay? And McCarthy classified these activities as marketing mix tools of four broad kinds, which he called the 4 P's of marketing, okay? And which includes product, price, place and promotion, okay? The next component is internal marketing. So to make your marketing activities successful, you should not only focus, as I said, on the quality of the product or what the customers are in need. You have to also focus on your internal marketing. So internal marketing all about like building your strong team of the marketing department is nothing but your internal marketing. And for that, the internal marketing is the task of hiring, training and motivating the able employees who want to serve the customers well. Okay, and it requires the vertical alignment with the senior management and the horizontal alignment with the other departments, so everyone understands and appreciates and supports the marketing efforts. So in this way you can build your strong internal marketing, and which will support you in your marketing activities. After this, next one is societal marketing. So societal marketing holds that the organization's task is to determine the needs, wants and interest of the target markets, and to deliver the desired satisfaction more effectively and efficiently than the rival firms in a manner that it preserves or enhances the consumers and society's long-term well-being. Okay, so organization's task is what? To determine what are the needs and wants or the interest of the target markets, and you have to make sure that you will deliver and desired satisfaction more effectively than your rival firms, and preserving or enhancing consumers as well as society's long-term well-being. This philosophy believes that the business is a part of the society and hence should take part in the social services like the elimination of poverty, illiteracy, and controlling explosive population growth rate, decreasing population pollution, or controlling the pollution, or measures of controlling the pollution. So all these activities the business organization can perform in societal marketing, by which they can able to maintain a long-term society's well-being. Okay, and that is the reason many organizations are coming with the corporate social responsibilities, and in this CSR activity they perform so many activities towards the welfare of the society, because they have understood now that they are the part and parcel of the society, and if they want to be in the society for a long time, they have to make sure that they will be create a favorable environment, or they will make sure that there will be a welfare of society. And the next component, or the last component, is performance marketing. Performance marketing considers to the business from marketing activities and programs, as well as address saying broader concern and their legal, social, and environmental effects. Okay, so the performance marketing speaks about not only the how much sales revenue the organization has earned, but also all other factors, how they are affecting to the business organization. So they evaluate that. Top management is going beyond the sales revenue to examine what is the marketing scorecard and interpret what is happening to market share, what is the market share of the company, then customer loss rate, what is the customer loss rate, then customer satisfaction, product quality, and other measures. So all these things will be done in the performance marketing. So all these marketing works together, and that is that, and all this marketing works together in which concept? In holistic marketing concept. So these are the components in holistic marketing concept. So the features of the holistic marketing concept are: the first one is, in marketing everything matters. Okay, so the holistic concept focus on that in marketing everything matters. So that is the reason we don't supposed to focus only on creating or producing the good quality product. You have to also make sure that you will build a good relationship with your stakeholders, you will maintain the society's well-being, you will have a integrated marketing. All these things are matter in the success of marketing. The next feature is lays importance on long-term mutually satisfying rapport with all the stakeholders. So this holistic concept of give importance on maintaining the long-term relationship with the or good rapport with the stakeholders of the business organization, because if they support in a good manner, then the marketing activities will perform smoothly. The next attribute or the features or the characteristics of holistic marketing is employees at all levels in the organization should aim to satisfy the customers. So only it is not the task of marketing department to make sure that customer will get satisfied. So it is the efforts of all the employees working at all levels in the organization. They have to make sure that customers aim or to satisfy the customers needs. The next feature is all the marketing mix elements should be in a force the brand's core message. Okay, so what the all the marketing mix elements should be in a force that which can create a which can create or force the brand's core message to the customers. And the last characteristics is due consideration should be given to society's long-term interest. Okay, so the importance will be given to society's long-term interest or welfare of the society. Okay, so all these are the characteristics of the holistic marketing concept. Okay, I hope now you understood all the concepts or the philosophies of marketing. So in total there are 6 concepts of marketing or philosophies which business organizations can use or follow as per their need or as per their convenient. Okay, so the first one is, so before we conclude today's class, we'll have a quick revision of all the 6 philosophies. Okay, so these are the what we can say, the 6 philosophies or concepts of marketing. First one is exchange concept. This concept work on the central idea of marketing in this concept is exchange of goods and services between the buyer and seller. Okay, and this is the oldest concept of the marketing. The organizations are not following this concept nowadays. Okay, so the before industrial revolution this was in practice. The second concept is production concept, where they give more focus on large scale production by which they can make the products available in the market at a cheaper rate. Then third concept is product concept. In the product concept, or the organizations following product concept give more importance for the quality of the product, features of the product and the performance of the product, and where they ignore all other factors which can influence the customers buying. Okay, and this concept will be followed by the organizations who are in the technical manufacturing devices or the technology manufacturing devices. Next comes selling concept. So selling concept speaks about or works on putting all the selling efforts to make sure that to sell all the dead stock. Okay, the goods which is not sold by the organizations or the unsold goods will be sold using the selling concept. Then next comes marketing concept. Okay, so the market, as per the marketing concept, the organizations following this concept, they focus on identifying the customers needs and making sure that the goods will be produced as per the customers needs and requirements. And the last one is holistic marketing concept, the marketing concept which is followed by all the organization in present days. Okay, so here this concept speaks about all the departments should work collectively to achieve the organization's goals, and this concept believe on everything matters in marketing. So only producing the good quality product is not important, they have to make sure that all other components also should work together to achieve the organization goal. Okay, and the first 4 concepts are called as what, seller oriented concept, whereas remaining 2, that is 5th and 6th one, is considered as customer oriented concepts because they produce the product as per the customer's requirement. Okay, so these are the various philosophies or concepts of marketing, very important from the exam point of view as well as to understand the further concepts in the market or the further terminologies in the marketing management subject. Okay, thank you.